traditional barbell speed ladder, and we're going to twist it. Twist indeed. What we have is we have this round quarterfinal, semifinal, final that we traditionally see, like you said, in either maybe a sprint course variation on the field or the barbell here in the competition floor. But this year, the twist is we can also increase the difficulty of skills with gymnastics.
Recipe for success is presented by Trifecta. Got to adapt or die here, Chase.
And then we always say that the 11th general physical skill outside of the regular 10 is something like adaptation. These are things athletes may have practiced, should have practiced, and possibly not. And when it comes unbroken, the execution factor here is huge. We talk about the double unders and the pistols.
Let's send it down to Nikki Brazier, who's on the competition floor.
Hey guys, now we are consistently elevating the level of programming for our elite athletes out here on the competition floor, but all these movements are actually variations of the basics that we perform in our CrossFit gyms every single day. Now the CrossFit Journal says we fail at the margins of our experience, but by intentionally pushing those margins, we can find the fittest on earth.
Thank you, Nikki. We have 4 heats of 10 women. The top 20 times will move on to round number 2. In lane number 6, rookie Rebecca Fuselier, who was a level 10 gymnast starting CrossFit when she was 13 and has competed as a teenager here at the Games.
And they have a huge advantage in an event like this that may be a big stressor for a lot of athletes, but the question may be, why are we going this route? Because it's always been in our DNA as CrossFitters that being proficient in gymnastics is essential to our development as athletes and what makes us CrossFitters to begin with. Over the years, we get so fascinated with speed on a track, weight on a barbell, but skills on the gymnastics floor is one thing we're exploring this year.
So look at Paige Powers, another one of the individual rookies here in the women's field. We start on the pegboard and implement the first showed up in the Games in 2015. And a large number of people, both men and women, were unable to complete a single ascent.
What you gotta understand is that, exactly to your point, is in 2015, this was the event where it was basically stand and wait for time for a lot of athletes that couldn't climb it. Now, 2022, this is the buy-in round to cut people to the top 20.
Is on to the jump rope. Now they have to do 75 single unders unbroken. They can speed skip. That is allowed. But if you miss, you go back to 0.
And this is where the execution error comes into play. Because there's something to be said of having the basic skills of doing the basic movements. Do you want to get better at snatching a barbell? Then get the PVC pipe back in your hand. Do you want to get better at double unders? Then let's go back to single unders. On your foot position, your hand position.
Lisa Pugliano is the first one to double her single unders. Now they have to do 10 single leg squats on the left leg. If they move out of that box, that blue box, if that other foot comes down at any time, they start back at 0. We talked to Adrian Bosman earlier today. He said this event is a controlled freakout.
And it's exactly what it is, because there's the error of execution here. Should you go a little too fast than you're supposed to, and you bounce outside of the box, start over. That heel touches the ground, start over.
Lisa Pugliano is on to...
Oh, that she didn't have to do it.
She did not have to do the pirouette, but she still did. Now here comes Rebecca Fuselier next to her. So Pugliano did not need to do the pirouette. Still executed it, and now she's neck and neck with Fuselier. Now it's going to be a full race to the finish. And Pugliano's going to get the best of Fuselier on that. By half a second, Christine Cohenbrander is going to be the next woman down. Paige Powers is back on her feet along with Victoria Copples as they both come across the finish line.
And Copples is going to be athletes on to start her single unders over about 2 or 3 times.
Some young Choi is across the finish line. 20 times from this first round will move on.
Here we go.
Well, Pugliano just showed us shows that she's pretty good at the pirouette, that hopefully when she advances, she'll be okay.
So there it is. And Elena Carvajal-Salahuya is still working on the single leg squats. So the Sigadauer is not getting inside the 3-minute time count. Next heat coming out on the floor. As there is Elisa Fuliano, who will have the top time. We've got 3 heats remaining.
I don't think I took a breath that entire time watching it happen.
Here are the women who are in heat number 2. And anytime we're doing a handstand walk, Danielle Brandon is going to be a factor. She's in lane 8.
Danielle Brandon made a name for herself and a statement last year during the handstand walk event with the speed and velocity that she attacked with. A lot of times as the athletes take a break in between implements to pause. She didn't do that at all. If anyone's suited to have success here, it's the handstand walk, but you got to get through the pegboard first.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Second heat is underway, and Elisa Fuliano has her top time, 2:06.15 seconds.
Danielle Brandon set up your screen unbroken. Both pegs needs to be secured at the top. Both pegs needs to be secured below the red line before athletes can come down. So an element of control needs to be shown before they come up.
Yuri Helgenauer and Danny Spiegel, 75-point single legs there.
The thing you have to be careful of is that you want to race, as you said before, to control freaking. Athletes want to race here. They're so used to going fast on double unders, but with the unbroken looming, a single under just needs to be unbroken. That's going to be the fastest route. You don't want to miss a 10 or a 15. But just stay relaxed here. The pistols are going, you still have a handstand walk. You can only lose the event here on the jump rope portion of these tests.
Yuri Helgenauer and Danielle Brandon onto the single-legged squats first. Helgenauer's in the middle of your screen.
I love that we're taking them on one leg this year. It's just so great. You can easily establish a full range of motion. It's easy for the judges, but this unbroken element where you bring in balance and coordination to what is typically a testament of speed and stamina.
Helgenauer is your leader. Brandon right behind her. Every turn and Paige Samantha at the top floor. Samantha stumbled in lane number 1, and she comes across at the top of your screen. 3 women still on the floor. Alice Kazan is one of them. Julia Cotto. Caroline Spencer and also Cindy Miguelishin still on the floor. Less than 30 to go here before we hit that 3-minute time cap.
Yeah, but Sean, Cindy hasn't even got through the single unders yet.
Spencer and Kazan get across with about 10 seconds to spare. And Cindy Miguelishin is not going to get through the single unders as we are through now 2 of the initial 4 heats, top 20 times. 1 day for this round, 1 to the semifinal round.
And I said before, if Danielle Brandon can get to the handstand walk portion, there's no one out here that can beat her. The test will be as the skills increase on the pegboard and the pistols.
Heat number 3 of 4. And lead at number 5, well, another athlete. Very good on her hand.
And also, it's just great to see her back out here in contention once again after what she went through. Basically, the last time she stepped out here on the Coliseum floor was when she had that elbow injury during the snatch event. So this is not just her first time to the games, but her first time back in Coliseum in front of all these people. Got third last year in the handstand walk and is one of the best in the game when it comes to handstand walk. The question is, how's the elbow holding up on the peg board? How's it going to hold up on these implements after that surgery?
Burpee. Underway. Running down the pegboard once again. Remember the Pulldowns on her initial ascent up that pegboard.
Brooke got a little stuck at the top. She'll take a break in the middle of the floor. We see a lot of athletes going unbroken so far.
Ariel looking Jacqueline Dahlstrom and Jamie Rail out of the single unders. Carolyn Frigo, who is next to Dahlstrom, just tripped. She'll start back in zero.
The question might be, why do this alternating foot because this is a warm-up movement. This is what a lot of athletes will do. They're warming up for double unders or actually warming up for track events. This is a skill that some athletes will use to practice staying on the ball free and alternating